Today we are going to learn how to mix your pigment right here into your epoxy right here.
And for this project, you will need thermochromatic pigments, a measuring cup. The link will be in the description.
I can't see.
Right here, and a brush.
Or
also,
something to scoop out the pigment with.
Yes, and you will also need epoxy part A and epoxy part B.
Pro Marine Supplies, the best stuff on earth. And now let's do this. So, also, for demonstration purposes, I am going to weigh our product because when I ordered this from Amazon, link will be below, I was like, okay, 20 grams, that does not seem like a lot. And then I got this little package and I was like, that is not a lot. So I was a little disappointed. However, this is a crap ton when you look at how much you use per cup or per whatever you're applying it to. You do not need much.
And also, even though we are gonna make a separate video for this, thank you for 1,000 subscribers!
Woo! Okay, put your hands in. Woo! Move for real. Move for real. All right. So I am, as I was saying, for demonstration purposes, I'm including my scale so that I can show you how much you're actually going to use in this, well, per mixture. You really don't need much. So if you don't know how to use the scale, this is also a scale I purchased from Amazon. Amazon is the best thing on earth because whatever I can't find in my local stores, it's there and I don't have to drive. So you turn it on.
The link will be for that.
Alright, so
Also,
we have zeros. Ooh. Oh, well now it's changing because I picked it up. But you have your zeros. You put your empty cup or whatever you're using onto the scale. The numbers will change. Currently it is set to grams, so this cup weighs 0.9 grams. Once your number has stopped changing, you press tare. That basically says, hey, she took something off the scale, but we know it's there still, but we're just going to say it weighs nothing. So now our cup weighs nothing. So what we're going to do, I'm using a brush because that's what I have right now on hand. I will use this end. You scoop out a little. This is all I'm going to use. I want to get all of it off. Okay. That number has to change. Change. Now our number 0.2 grams. That's all we're going to use in this tutorial. 0.2 grams of pigment. When it came to me, it was 20 grams. 0.2 out of 20 grams. You'll see how much that actually turns out to be when we're done. We have our pigment is epoxy. I don't have a cup project that I want to do right now, so we're gonna put it in a mold. And my mold is disgusting and it has leftovers from my last project, but who cares? It's gonna work. So we put part A, again, Pro Marine Epoxy. This stuff is thick. My house is cold and this is gonna take a while to pour out, but it's just how this stuff is. So hopefully I'm preparing you for when you use this product. I got these squeeze bottles from Amazon as well, and this is what I store my epoxy in because it's just easier.
Mommy.
Yeah.
In this is missing.
Mhm.
Iron Man is missing.
Iron Man is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Oh, look under the couch. Look next to the blue chair. My son's Iron Man is missing. We must find him. I might have to pause the video to help him out. Well, looks like I'm gonna do 7.5 milliliters. I'm just trying to get it to a place where I can see those clear numbers. Alright, 7.5 milliliters of part A. Now we'll do 7.5 milliliters of part B. Now part B is thinner and it comes out a lot faster, so make sure you're aware of that. Did you find them? Check in the living room. Alright, so as you all know from my previous videos, I use my candle warmer for thinning my epoxy to help it mix a little better. I usually leave it on long enough to help get the bubbles out. Just dump the stuff in. It gets clumpy, and that goes away when you're mixing it. And you can see my epoxy is warm, so it's turning pink because I like to use warm epoxy. In my experience, as you mix, the clumps dissolve, and you can break them up if they're too big. But I have not had any issues. And yes, this does put bubbles back in the epoxy. But you can remove them later once you've applied. You can remove them later once you've applied your epoxy to your surface by heating it with a heat gun. There are other methods out there. Some people use a torch. I used to do that, but it's kind of dangerous, so I stopped. So now I'm going to pour a little bit in my mold.
Was almost 100 years before the White Chapel murders. Spring 1763, it was former speaking college.
No more bubbles. Another round. No more bubbles.
My last memory of him is finding his footprint remains. Create a set of colors in 15 minutes. There was no computer to do.
For playful purposes, I'm gonna throw some glitter in here. Of course, the most versatile glitter I have is bling. Recollections bling. More mixing. I want it super blingy, so I'm adding more. And I'm kind of curious to see how this comes through the glitter.
Not until this past year, when I learned of the infamous events in Whitechapel, London, 1888. Large passage. Similar killings have taken place on and off for 900 years, dating back as far as William Conklin. Killing is an exact match what I saw as a boy. At the time, families in
And our last and final pour. Now, my heat method, it helps the epoxy dry faster. So as you see here, it is coming out very gooey because it's on its way to being finished. It started the curing process. So that last bit I almost had to scrape off. Heat will thin it out again for the time being. And that's it. Let's make this one super blingy for experimentation's sake. And these I'm gonna add an image to the front, which is why I did not fill the cups up all the way. They're about halfway full.
Using Sexton rules and the use of attack forensics was able to reconstruct the murder weapon. The design time correct. Non-bladed dagger. Forged by Ironsmith for Iftikhar al-Dawah. Jerusalem, 1950. old virtue wholly overcomes.